Those vegan guys. I thank you.
Hello, I'm Paul.
I'm Jason.
And together we are
Those Vegan Guys.
This is a bit of a weird one. Well, it's not weird. Or maybe it is.
It's an unusual one.
It's an unusual upload, and it's just a proof of concept piece. Many of you will already know, because we've already talked about it, that the fabulous Simon Gorgyman is working on a little documentary, working title Unbroken, about something that we went through in November 2016, and something that still kind of plays its part to this day. So
we've been given permission by Simon to share this with you all. As Paul said, this is proof of concept, but we hope you enjoy it. It's something a little bit different, and of course all credit to Simon and to a certain extent it would be remiss of me not to mention Emma as well.
Of course.
In terms of the filming, the editing, the part that we have played is being in it, quite simply.
Telling a story.
Yes.
We've told a story, and it has been part captured in this 6-minute proof of concept piece, which will be a longer little thing, which will probably be ready sometime late next year, 2022. But as we said, Simon sent us this and we watched it and were quite impacted by it, and now we want to share it with you. So here it is.
Pilot close, let me get the pilot close. Yeah, pilot close. 6-3 locate 2-1 Fosco's Oldham.
I'd resigned myself to just being as calm as possible, and I said, I'm afraid I don't have access to that safe.
And that was when I kind of properly realised the gravity of the situation.
And I panicked because I thought, if I black out and I can't open the door for them and they can do what they've come here to do, I'm going to die.
Or were they just nasty, violent individuals that didn't give a shit about anybody else? I realised something wasn't right when 2 guys were stood at the side of the car, screaming, "Get out of the fucking car or we're going to put your windows through." They literally dragged me out of the car and dragged me over to the entrance to the golf club, and that was when I kind of properly realised the gravity of the situation.
I finished up, got the shutters down on the bar, got my coat on, got my bag on my shoulder, and left through the back door. Turned around to lock the door, and then felt an arm around my neck. The arm got tighter and tighter and tighter, and then I realised this is something bad. I'm thrown to the floor on my back. The guy that had his arm around my neck then stood on me, 1 foot on my neck stroke chin, 1 foot on my chest, full body weight. I started to black out. Everything got really dark and started closing in very, very tightly, and I panicked because I thought, if I black out and I can't open the door for them and they can do what they've come here to do, I'm going to die. So I kicked up with my leg and I got the guy that was stood on me in the face, and he got off me, which gave me a chance to sit up straight away and say, "Let me up, I'll open the door."
We got to a certain point very quickly, which was that Paul was stood up, they had the keys, it was clear what they wanted, and I do remember thinking 2 things. 1, this is not a hero moment. I also distinctly remember thinking, I'm going to try to inject some humanity into this situation. So I do remember saying, you're gonna get what you want, we want this over with quickly, let's just get this done with.
We were both marched down to the basement. They had Jason sitting on the stairs and I was opening the safe. One of them grabbed everything out of the safe and ran. There was another safe on top of the safe that belonged to the kitchen. They were screaming at me to open that. And by that point I'd resigned myself to just being as calm as possible, and I said, I'm afraid I don't have access to that safe. That's for the kitchen. I can't open it for you. And so they legged it up the stairs and then they were gone.
Was very, very conscious and aware that Paul was being repeatedly hit throughout the whole process. Sorry about that. And that he did. And that he did remarkably well. Under the circumstances. After the robbery, Paul was definitely up and down, and I knew that he was going through a lot. It wasn't instantly recognisable because there was so much physical pain that was being dealt with in terms of Paul's actual injuries that I think it took a little bit of time for the mental impact of the robbery to kind of start to come through and present.
I had 2 weeks off. I went back to work, and the first function that I did, it was a 21st birthday party, and there was a group of young lads stood near the bar having fun but very loud, and I had a panic attack. I had to get out of the area and I couldn't do functions from that point forward.
Nobody ever knows how they're going to behave in a situation like that until they are in a situation like that. There were actual positives that could be drawn once we got through the mental impact, the trauma of it. Once we come out the other side, there's lots of positives to draw from it, but the main one was we did all right in this situation, and it could have been a lot worse. We did good.